If you've taken a look at your monthly car insurance bill, you have probably noticed you are paying more than usual. Insurance rates have jumped more than 19% this year across the country.
Oh, we're feeling the pain, and Cornelia Nicholson has some tips on how you may be able to save a few dollars on car insurance.
Tennessee drivers have gotten a bit of sticker shock when looking at their auto insurance rates the past few months.
Hank DeHart, State Farm. This is Hank.
Hank DeHart, a Chattanooga-based State Farm insurance agent, says he's been getting calls from clients wondering why.
It's impacting every single person. So we're having that conversation a lot.
He says the rise in rates is not typical for Tennessee. He says for the most part, the increase is due to underwriting losses insurance companies are facing.
In recent years, every insurance company has experienced huge losses that are above the normal threshold of those underwriting losses that they're used to seeing. And that, of course, translates into having to raise rates. And that's happened across the board.
DeHart says while rising rates are impacting all insurance companies nationwide, there are things you can do to lower your premium. One, compare your car insurance rates with multiple companies. Prices vary with each company.
There's a lot of shopping going on right now, which is good. Shop rates. And I would encourage people, if you are going to shop, you can go to the Tennessee Department of Insurance, the DOI website, and see who's already filed rates.
Shopping around for a new policy can help you find better rates on the same level of coverage. But DeHart says you don't want to hop around companies too much because they do keep track. He says insurance companies give you a score, much like a credit score.
If you're jumping around, that might only hurt you a little bit. But if you're jumping around and you get that one claim and that one that one ticket, then you can see your score really drop. And there's a lot of bad advice out there. You see a lot of people that say, you need to shop every 6 months. In the short term, that might get you through a pinch, but in the long term, you can really hurt yourself.
Another way to save money on your monthly insurance bill is to take advantage of discount programs. Some insurance companies have telematic programs where you put a receiver like this into your car, you connect it to the app, and it'll keep a record of how you're driving. The better you drive, the more money you save.
The biggest things that it's actually looking at is when are they driving, what time of day, because most accidents occur at night. And obviously the frequency of accidents is closely tied to how many miles you're driving. So someone driving 20,000 miles a year is way more likely to have an accident than somebody driving 2,000 miles a year. So for people who especially live downtown and work downtown, or live in Ooltewah and work at Volkswagen, do it. Absolutely do the program. But the discounts with every company that offers them are kind of huge.
DeHart says you should check with your company to see what discount programs they offer and which ones you qualify for, because you could reduce your bill by $40 to $30 a month. When you insure your car, there's multiple coverage plans you can add on top of your limited liability, like comprehensive or collision. DeHart says even if you go with just liability, it's worth looking into adding comprehensive coverage to save you on paying thousands after an incident.
I like for people to carry comprehensive because, if money's tight right now and you don't have a car payment, but you're struggling to save, and that car gets stolen or vandalized or burned up, or any number of things that falls under that comprehensive bucket, then you're not completely out of a vehicle either. And that's an affordable way to have some coverage. Now, you still wouldn't have coverage if you caused an accident. That's what collision is for.
He says one of the best ways you can save money is by increasing the deductible you pay for things like collision and comprehensive.
Basically, your share of what that claim payout's going to look like. That's the most efficient way to do that.
DeHart says you can also save money by bundling.
It is true that 99% of the time, you're going to have your homeowners and your auto insurance all together, your life insurance all together. It makes it a little bit easier, and also, it can save you some money.
Lastly, one of the best things you can do, DeHart says, is talk with your agent or insurance company.
We have to know where you are in life and what your life looks like to know that we have you set up correctly. And I say we, I mean insurance professionals in general. There might not be a magic bullet right now to just save you X number of dollars. But we can at least make sure you're not spending money on coverages that are excessive and that you're not missing any discounts.
In Chattanooga, Cornelia Nicholson, Local 3 News.
And perhaps this is a sign of the times, but an alarming trend DeHart says he's noticing is an increase in the number of people who are paying for their car insurance with their credit cards. He says this adds almost 30% in interest. You can find a link to an insurance rate finder on our website.